Are we recording?
Uh-huh.
Oh, shit.
Thanks for tuning in.
For those who are just joining us, we're a pretty average couple who decided to make travel and adventure a way of life.
A couple of years ago, we took the next step and made a boat our home so we could bring our creatures and comforts along for the ride.
Together we sail the seas, trek the globe, or even just take a drive, as long as it's somewhere new. We left off last time happily waterlogged in Elliott Key. But like most of our other favorite places on this trip, it had very little infrastructure and no place to get supplies, so we couldn't stay for very long. It did offer us a chance to do something that we had never done before. And that was sailing off the anchor.
Alright, anchor up.
All right, I'm turning.
It wasn't like it was something we had to do. Both of our engines were working just fine, for once. But the wind was light, and we had wide open spaces both above and below the waterline. But mostly, Eric was doing it, so we wanted to.
Pulled ourselves off the anchor with the sails today and the man strength, and she was the captain, and it went pretty well. And now we're really kind of piddling along at like 3 knots, but good times.
Look at it, it's so pretty!
You can see Resolute out there on the horizon.
Where? Point. Wait, no, back the other way. There you go. Hi, Resolute! Even though we had started the day with sails, 3 knots or less just was not going to do it. So we were engines on again before too long because we got places to be. That, friends, is Highway 1. The road that goes from mainland Florida to South Key Largo. Finally, like the actual Keys. If you were driving to Florida, you would go over this bridge and you would turn south to get to the beaches and the tiki bars and the diving and the coral reefs and all of that. And you turn north and, I mean, it goes pretty much nowhere. Except, obviously, to beautiful national parks. But, you know, whatever. We've hit a lot of milestones along the way. And, well, I mean, I'm sure I've got a whole lot more that I'll hit after this point. But that's one of them.
That's Highway 1 of them.
That's Highway 1 of them. Our first stop in the actual Florida Keys was Key Largo. I promise, we were there for days. And you're just gonna have to take my word for that. I did take a couple of tiny little videos there. I'm gonna sneak those in at the next island. I bet you can't tell which ones they are. From Key Largo, we had to make the inside-outside call, which is basically the inside of the islands or the bay side, or the ocean side, which is the outside. We opted for the inside because we were expecting some waves of bad weather and there are far more places to hide from them on the inside. But that meant very shallow waters and some very narrow channels. This channel could not be any narrower. What did you say our wind was?
15 knots.
15 knots. Pushing us around. Fun. Christ, this is narrow. Bloody hell is right. Oh my god. Hi, sign. How's it going? But at the end of all of that, we got to meet our beloved Isla Mujeres. You know you're either in the tropics or Alaska when you rock up to a restaurant with 2 seaplanes.
I would have sucked it in the whole time.
Jesus, tell us what you want us to do.
Brian, you're going to smile. Smile.
There you go.
And ear
Yeah.
So definitely you're going to smile.
Okay.
Can you do what you were doing in the last photo? Perfect. So you can keep that pose. Pops, you're going to put your sunglasses down. Perfect. Okay, now Mom, you're gonna put your hand like this. Okay, photo done.
Nice.
I mentioned in the last video that the sand in the Florida Keys is not the best for anchoring. The harbor on the bay side of Isla Mujeres is a testament to that fact. Again, we felt pretty confident with our own anchor, but we were surrounded by a lot of sleepy boats.
2 coolers. 2 price of 1 coolers.
Those look like new coolers.
So cool.
Dude,
Got a kitty litter box.
I think people just come and like chill on it. Don't you go getting any ideas, Abeona. George, I need that. So offended.
All right,
Water, check. Sunscreen, check. Masks, check. Wallet, check. Hat, sunglasses. Waterproof bag. What else?
I don't know, bus passes are on the phones.
Bus passes are on the phone.
You need shoes.
Shoes? God, what is this? That's in the car. Going to start the errands. Pretty sweet parking spot today, eh?
Yeah, not bad. So once we've motored to shore and then drug the boat up on shore, then we have to somehow lock it up. Usually find yourself some good tree roots or a piece of dock and lock it up. You can tell security's pretty tight around here. Most people just tie it off, but we're trying to kind of prepare for times when it's not so friendly.
And then we begin the walking. So much walking. Oh, I was gonna bring the cat poops.
Oh, didn't bring the cat poop.
Oh, it's empty and everything. Shoost. Thank you. Come on. What'd you say to me? Stop. Get some provisions for the trip here. Have beer float that you can just take around wherever you want. Walking. Yay. Owls. And then after you've walked a really long way and you realize that it's really freaking hot, then you just order a lift. Yeah. It's the way it goes. And after several miles of walking, 2 Ubers, and about 3 hours, we printed something.
And scanned something.
We printed something. While Isla Mujeres is certainly no Miami, we had a feeling there'd be some pretty interesting nightlife. So we put out the party light and waited to see who would stop by. And we didn't have to wait long. Once the little fish had set the scene, these gray snappers started to trickle in. They were a little shy at first, but once their friends joined them, they took center stage. After a while, some of the more eccentric characters started to roll in. My favorite visitor of the night was this baby remora. Buddy, I don't know where you are right now, but wherever it is, I am rooting for you. Never seen so much traffic. Sick him. Go get him, Georgie. You tell him. See, that's my backyard. I know, it's very concerning. You want to have a snack about it? I thought so.